have a story to share with you. It's a lesson I learned firsthand. I believe it truly. I believe it came directly from God, and I want to share it with you. One Sunday morning, Sandy and I were eating at one of Tybie's fine eateries, and with a neuropathy problem I get little or no notice when I have to go to the bathroom. And lo and behold, I said, "Honey, where is the bathroom, and let's get there." Naturally, we were at a table about as far from the door that the bathroom as you could get. But if you can believe I can still hot-foot it, we hot-footed it across that restaurant. We got to the men's room. I got in the stall. I closed and locked the door, and nothing. I passed out. I was told that I crumpled up to the floor like a pack of loose playing cards. And the manager tried 4 times to get me up onto the throne, unsuccessfully. And I am aware in my mind, which has gone somewhere, because I couldn't hear Sandy. She was standing outside the door and calling my name, and I couldn't hear anything. I was gone. And I will tell you, and I will tell you the best way I know how, that when it comes your time to go, Mother Nature requires that the body gets rid of all waste material, and you have no control over it. You can be aware that it's leaving. You can wave bye-bye. You can pray, but it's leaving. And that's how you know you are very near death. And I suddenly felt the deepest sense of joy, of relief, no tension, no worries. I knew that I had left all of my loved ones, my family, this church, all of the people that I love and respect. That didn't mean anything. I did not hear any voices. There was no bright lights. Good thing. Couldn't see him if there was. But through, I guess, mental telepathy, I received a message. Do you wish to cross over, or would you rather go back? And the only thing I can think of to come up with was, the Lord's will is mine. Well, I have no idea how long I was unconscious. I have no idea what was going on while I was unconscious. But when I came to, my lovely wife was standing by, the manager of the restaurant, who had done his human best to get me up on the Thunder Mug. can still, to this day, 6 weeks after this event, feel the peace, the calmness, the reassurance, the comfort, the support, the protection, the guidance of the Almighty. And when I described this experience to my neurologist, he said, "You stopped one step short of finishing the dying process. And the Lord saw fit to send you back, not in the form of a rejection, praise the Lord, but He's got more things for me to do, and that's probably going to be creating misery for the rest of you, and I apologize ahead of time. But folks, I no longer fear death. Death has no fear for me. I want to share that gift with you. I can't imagine you would have any experience different from mine, because the only thing that's ever made me different from everybody else around me all my life is I'd walk into walls and doors and wonder where I was. Everybody else would know where they were going, but I didn't. So I thank you for taking me into your arms. And there's a related experience. I'll take just another moment. About 5 weeks later, Sandy and I were in another fine Thai restaurant having breakfast, and there was a table next to us filled with soldiers. And I got up to go to a neighboring table to share a private note with a friend. And I have a balance problem. I also have a nervous problem, which is obvious. And I started to fall backwards, and I was amongst nothing but steel chairs and tables, and God knows what kind of injuries I would have suffered had I hit those obstacles on the way to the cement floor. But one of the soldiers leaped to his feet, wrapped his arms around me, and by himself kept me from finishing my trip to the floor, stood me up, held on to me until I regained my balance. And one of the worst pieces of news I could have ever received in my life was, but a few weeks later, I was told he was shot to death in the Far East. And he was one of the most decorated soldiers in the U.S. Army, and we lost one of our best, but God picked up one of his best. And I'm not going to argue with God, and I don't know anybody else in this room who would take a shot at that. So folks, thank you for your warmth, your support, your love, your peace. You're part of this church. I could pick out Reverend Sam as the candle that lights in the darkness, but I would leave so many other people out. I could pick out my wife, who is my guidance, my heart, my right arm, although I'm left-handed. But I just thank you all, and I'm privileged to have had this opportunity. God bless you all.